Coming up this morning on Daybreak, will your vote really count if you vote outside of the two major parties? We'll hear from experts about third-party voting. And Missouri State University is preparing for its Facing Racism Institute. We'll have a look at how the program helps people better understand racism in modern society. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on Daybreak. Today is Thursday, October 1st. I'm Jennifer Abreu. Joe is off today. Let's check in with meteorologist Beth Finello with our forecast first. Beth, it's October 1st. It's feeling like fall, and I like it, but I'm surprised that you are telling us next week we're going to go back to the 80s.
And I know. It's like people who just wanted the summer warm conditions to continue are getting their way over people that want the fall and cooler conditions like me.
It's been a roller coaster. Those summer lovers are doing the summer dance, Beth.
Yeah, I'm going to need you guys to stop doing that, okay? Because I want some cooler, more fall-like conditions. I did my fall dance earlier. I just really like it. We're starting off this morning with temperatures in the 50s, 52 degrees in Branson. We're running 5 to 15 degrees colder than we were at this time yesterday, so you are going to need your jacket as you head out the door this morning. It's 41 up in Clinton, 44 in Lake Ozark, 46 in Camdenton, and 41 up in Rolla. Again, you're going to need your jacket as you head out the door this morning. We've got temperatures in the 40s and 50s, and through this afternoon, temperatures are only going to get into the middle and upper 60s. Some good news. As you head out the door, we're looking at dry roads, and we'll keep the dry roads throughout much of the PM commute. If you're learning from home today, maybe do it outside. It's a little cold, but we get a lot of sunshine today. We'll warm up to about 67 by dismissal. I did give it the grade of an A because we will see a whole lot of sunshine, and then we get to do it all over again tomorrow. Temperatures in the 60s, lots of sunshine. So here are the things that you need to grab before you head out the door. A light jacket, you'll need your sunglasses, you'll need your mask, and of course, your phone, your keys, and your wallet as you head out today. Here's what we're looking at. Cooler today. I've got some 30s to talk about for the overnight lows tonight. We've got rain chances for the day on Saturday. And for those of you that want those warmer conditions back, we will be warmer next week, back in the 80s. I'll have your full forecast in 10 minutes.
All right, Beth, thank you. New this morning, Missouri State leaders are preparing for the university's Facing Racism Institute. Caller 10's Nigel McDonald joins us live now from campus to explain more on this program and how you can get involved. Nigel, good morning.
Yeah, Jen, well, good morning. MSU's Facing Racism Institute is offered 3 times per year. Now, it's led by Dr. Leslie Anderson and Dr. Lyle Foster. Now, this opportunity presents presentations and exercises where participants engage in and build a shared understanding of racism together. The Institute challenges participants of all backgrounds to be a part of an equally powerful dialogue. Diversity and inclusion expert Wes Pratt says they provide a safe place and a neutral guidance needed to help that dialogue emerge. Pratt says racism is something that affects us all. Adding working to become anti-racist is a lifelong process.
You look at the lack of cultural consciousness, which is the ability to negotiate cross-cultural difference. A lot of that has to do with the fact we don't know one another, we don't understand one another, we don't understand each other's experiences. So from the perspective of racism, or any other isms, it's a process of trying to understand what it is and why it is, and then how we can all as individuals or collectively try to address those issues.
Well, the Institute will begin later this morning through Zoom meetings, and it is a 2-day commitment. Reporting live in Springfield, Nigel McDonald, Ozarks First.
And the election is almost a month away, and voters in the United States will be voting for one of the two major parties, Democrats or Republicans. But there are, of course, a small number of voters who are venturing out of the two parties and considering third-party options. Third parties always can exist. There is no law in the United States that keeps people from having as many third parties as possible. So the question is, how much is your vote worth in your electoral college system if you vote third party? Caller 10 spoke to 2 political science professors in Springfield, and they say they are called third parties, much like we call other countries third world countries, and they don't have a lot of financial support and are not well populated. The major parties usually don't like third parties, especially in battleground states. Due to the winner-take-all system in electoral college, it is very hard for third parties to gain any traction, which means it could be hard to decide to vote strategically or the third party you're most in favor of.
By voting for the party you love over the party you like, you are mathematically helping the party that you absolutely don't like. Now, that being said, that shouldn't necessarily force your hand to vote for a party that you barely tolerate over a party that you really like.
I don't think it's a wasted vote. I know it's tempting to try to vote strategically and things like that, but let your political colors fly.
In our coronavirus coverage, more COVID-19 patients are being hospitalized in Springfield. Cox Health CEO Steve Edwards calls this area the latest hotspot. Edwards says Cox Health currently has between 78 to 83 COVID-19 patients in the hospital. In comparison, the state's largest hospital, Barnes Jewish Hospital in St. Louis, has 32 patients. Mercy Hospital in Springfield has 71 COVID patients right now. Chief Administrative Officer Eric Frederick says resources at the hospital are stretched. Both Cox and Mercy Hospital administrators say a majority of hospitalized patients come from areas without a masking ordinance. And free COVID-19 testing will be available in Springfield this weekend. It's open to any Missouri resident, not just those living in Greene County, and you don't have to be experiencing any symptoms to get this test. Testing will be available at Second Baptist Church, that's 3111 Battlefield Road in Springfield, on Friday, October 2nd from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and then on Saturday, October 3rd from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. This event is part of the community-based testing effort being made by the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services. You can register for a test online at health.mo.gov/community-test. Missouri's COVID-19 hotline will no longer be available 24/7. Starting today, calls will be accepted 7 days a week from 7 a.m. until 9 p.m. The Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services says 93% of calls to the hotline were received during those times. More than 112,000 calls have been made to the COVID-19 hotline, which you can reach by calling 877-435-8411. You can also talk with the COVID-19 chatbot 24/7 at health.mo.gov. Bringing crime into focus, a registered sex offender is accused of inappropriate behavior with two teen girls. 29-year-old Andrew Fairchild was charged this week with rape, sodomy, and sexual abuse in Christian County. Our partners at the News Leader report a 14-year-old girl and an 18-year-old met Fairchild through Snapchat. The girls told police Fairchild drugged them. The older victim reported waking up to Fairchild touching her and eventually raping her. Fairchild had to register as a sex offender after he abused a 14-year-old in Florida several years ago. And the FBI is asking for nationwide help identifying a man who may have information in a child sexual exploitation case. This man is being identified as John Doe 42. He is described as a white male between the ages of 50 and 65 years old. The FBI says they don't know where John Doe 42 is living right now, and that's why they sent out a nationwide search. If you have any information about this case, you can call the FBI, and that number is 1-800-CALL-FBI.
We're starting off this morning with temperatures in the 40s and 50s. It's chilly. You are going to need your light jacket as you head out the door, and you might need it through this afternoon. Temperatures will be topping off in the middle and upper 60s, but with plenty of sunshine. We keep the sunshine again tomorrow before rain chances move in this weekend. I'll have your full forecast right after the break. Don't go anywhere.